All right, good morning, theory students. This is our first full week of starting our class, and we're going to start with some basics. So you should get your textbook this week. This is the textbook that we're using. Yours won't look like this because it's been split into two bound sections that are white, and it says book 1 and book 2. Some of this stuff is real basic, but we have to go through it. It's just part of the beginning of the year. We don't really do a big pre-test prior to coming into this class. Everyone's welcome to come in. So a couple things. Writing music and practicing notation is super important. It really helps reinforce and learn and help you get through some of these concepts. So you're going to be writing music quite a bit. During the exam, you do have to write some in the free response section. Memorizing the lines and spaces of the grand staff, you should be well on your way of doing this already, but it just has to be quick. And then also memorizing the notes of the piano and being able to visualize the piano is really helpful. So those are 3 beginning focuses for this week that we need to think about. And then let's talk about a little bit of homework. So I want you to create a 3-ring binder for class, divided into 3 sections: your daily notes, a printout section, and then also homework. And you're going to keep a hard copy of this AP Theory binder. When you need to turn in homework, you're going to have to turn it into a PDF and submit it that way most of the time, depending. We're going to do some musictheory.net, which I'll show you today, just to get you reinforcing some of these things. And then you're going to rewrite a couple melodies just to practice your notation this week. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward here. So I'm going to stop sharing here, and we're going to switch over. See how this goes. All right, so now let's practice a little bit about writing music and different things. You're going to need lots of staff paper, and I should have a PDF there today so you can print or get your own staff paper notebook or whatever you need to do. Also, blank paper is really nice to use because it doesn't have all those lines like regular notebooks that you'd use in class. And so this way you can just start with a blank slate and take some notes with me here. I want you to take notes with me every time we have live classes, just so you get used to doing this. So the first thing is just make sure, I think I need to zoom out a little bit. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, that's much better. So first of all, just make sure that you know the musical alphabet. I like to call it the musical alphabet. Okay, when I was a kid, they taught it to me differently, and I didn't really appreciate that. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and then it starts over it again in A. The reason that I write vertically like that is because that's how the piano and music really moves, is vertically. So when you go from left to right on the piano, it's going up all those letters. This repeats like 7 or 8 times on the piano. Okay, and then also the grand staff. Okay, that's a big start for us. And we're going to go ahead and just put in all those lines and spaces. Okay, I know that that's a little rough, but we're going to write a treble clef. That, turn it into a P, then wrap it around. I got to keep this video under 10 minutes. There's your bass clef. Okay, 2 ledger lines above, 1 in the middle for middle C, and 2 below. So actually what you have here is you have a C in the bottom, a C in the middle, and a C at the top. And then everything is just line space, line space. So if we're starting on a C here, it'd be D, E, F, and then G is the bottom line of the bass clef. A, B, C, D. It's amazing. I've even had some students that when they first start doing this kind of thing, that they didn't realize that every single line in space is assigned a letter. And it should, if we do it correctly, it should line up. Yeah, and it does. Okay, you need to have that memorized. So if I just put a note anywhere, you automatically know the letter name. And I understand that if you play music on the treble clef mostly, then the bass clef might be a little harder for you. Piano students have an advantage here. Okay, so write out the musical alphabet for me on a piece of paper, write out the grand staff so I know you have it and you've covered this material. All right? And then let's memorize those. How am I doing on time? Not too bad. I got about 3 minutes left. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing here. And we're going to go back to, I'll share my screen here. We're going to go, what happened? Let's see. That was crazy. Oh, I see. So now go to musictheory.net. And there's lots of lessons that you can look at here. We just talked about the staffs, but we're going to go ahead and do exercise 1, note ID. Okay, you're going to click over here and check the clefs, make sure it's on grand staff. You can just do treble clef or bass clef, and then there's movable clefs. We're just going to stick with grand staff. And I want you to do 100 of these. Just kind of make sure that you're practicing and getting quicker at doing this. We're going to do some time tests. Well, that was a G flat. See, I already got one wrong. Just get 100 correct, okay? Then when you have 100 correct, go over here to the dots. You're going to click Show Progress Report, and then you're going to hit Print, but you're going to save as a PDF, and then you can upload that PDF. So you're going to hit Save and upload it for your homework. Okay? And then the last thing, I still have 2 minutes. I'm doing great. After you do your musictheory.net, let's see, you're going to go to your Canvas page here. And let's see, if I go to our course, and I'm going to hit Student Views so I see what you see. Under Assignments, you had your pre-theory assessment that we're finishing up this week. But there'll be another assignment here in a module that says, and we'll go through that in class, it'll have the melodies that you need to rewrite. And I think I can show them to you, but I'm trying to rush through this right now, which is a little frustrating. So let's go back to Leave Student View. Yeah, it's going to look a little bit like, you'll see a tab that says modules like this. And then down here, it's going to be, you'll see something that says rewrite 3 melodies on staff paper. If you click on that, you'll see the melodies, hopefully. Here they come. I'm assuming. There's supposed to be 3 melodies here. Maybe they're, oh, it's still trying to load. I was like, where are they? They're not too long. There's 2 treble clef and 1 bass clef one. Just pick 1 treble clef and 1 bass clef. And then you're going to rewrite those on a piece of paper. Oh, so it's just, there's a lot of people using this right now. So we'll go ahead and talk about that later. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. That's a brief one. Sorry it's so quick. And I need to stop.